Hello YouTube, ZiggyNo back with Sports Cards Daily. Today is January 5th, 2021. And on this day in 1931, the first woman to purchase a baseball team, Lucille Thomas, purchases Topeka franchise in the Western League. I thought that was pretty interesting, very cool. You know, a little shout out, a little history, had no idea what Topeka franchise was or the Western League. Anyway, news and chatter. Going to share a few articles. Not a lot of new articles so far in the new year, but there is some interesting motorcyclist with explosive blows hole in shop. Great story, and I mean that sarcastically. 4 classic Jack Lambert cards with vintage football on the rise. Today in the hobby, Beckett Live, Sports Card Investor, and Sam Dunks typically drop regular content on Tuesdays. I will have ZiggyNo video out tonight, probably around 3 p.m. It's going to be a surprise because I haven't decided which video to drop. I got a few things I've been working on, and we will see which one I decide to drop tonight. Lots been going on, and I do want to keep everybody up to date, and I want to keep some fresh, cool, great, exciting content coming. So, hey, hit the like button, hit that little bell, and you'll get the notification when it's dropped tonight. And look for more content as we move towards and through 2021. What did you miss yesterday? Hobby News Weekly, Lessons Learned, Sports Card Academy with those back pages, Slab Stocks Live, Retail Jackpot, Golden Age of Basketball, Hobby Talk and Pack Break, Brennan Ruby Personal Collection, and 2021 Collecting Goals in Soccer. A lot of content to get into, so let's go ahead and dive right in. Again, thank you very much for coming by, your time, your subscriptions, your comments. It all really is appreciated. So first of all, article here, and again, links will be below. Motorcyclist with explosive blows hole in Bay Area store. And it appears like all they did is they blew the hole in the store. They didn't break in or take anything. But what the heck? The camera has some guy drive up, put an explosive on the store of a sports card store, and blow a hole in it? Man, I'm just saying, there's going to be more of this, as I've mentioned before. This is the third article I've mentioned about vandalism or theft towards these sports card stores. And if you're a sports card store, I feel for you, man. I hope everybody's doing well. And stay safe and don't do that. Let me just say that if you're out there. Don't do that. It's hard. This is a hard place because someone steals stuff, they can sell it in the black market very quickly, and it gets absorbed. I mean, there's no one's going to know. Right? I mean, it's awful. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of shadiness when you have money involved. Man Behind the Curtain, 4 classic Jack Lambert cards. I totally remember this one because of the no teeth, right? Who doesn't remember this, right? And here's a couple other cards they talk about in here. I thought these are interesting. Again, I'll leave a link below for you. Got a lot of content to cover today, and I like to keep it short and concise. Okay, into some of the new content. So, Personal Finance Dad, who is absolutely on fire, by the way. I'm really excited to see his growth in this channel too. Over almost 6,000 subscribers. Does this it's quick weekly update on the hobby. Really love it. Check it out. Not going to ruin it, but short, concise, and gives a great perspective again from Dustin, who's the personal finance dad. Next up, baseball card collector, investor, dealer Chris over there. Another channel that's just absolutely blown up in the last year. Look at it, almost 10,000, 9,200, and I'm super excited. I can't. Again, my favorite channel. Anyway, great video here on kind of a lesson learned from a deal mistake. And even he says he didn't lose money in the deal. He just lost out on an opportunity. He sold soon or short or anyway, I'll let him explain. But again, great video, as they always are. Educational, and I can't recommend him enough. Next up is Cardi C. Going back to Sports Cards Academy, sharing your hobby knowledge with those back pages. Great collaboration here. Those back pages, if you don't know, what I refer to as kind of a super collector, although he does admit to selling when he needs to buy or upgrade his portfolio. So he'll even admit there's no pure collector only. Great conversation. I'm going to let you guys listen into this. I did leave some comments down there. They have some great notes in there as well. One of the takeaways I love that Eric mentioned is he says, hey, if you're doing cards, PC the 9s and sell the 10s because the 10s give you the most money. And I understand that. It's funny. I like to hold the 10s and sell the 9s off. I don't know, but I totally agree with that. So I made a comment. It's kind of like dating. You want to date 10s, but you want to marry a 9. I don't know if you guys like that or not. Give me your thoughts, comments. Some people thought it was funny, but again, you date 10s, marry 9s. I don't know if any wives are listening, but if you're out there, honey, 9s are they're so damn special. You don't want to be a 10. They're high maintenance. Anyway, slab stocks. Great, great. Again, I'm a big fan of these guys. I like the free content they give. I've heard people in my comments make some accusations. I haven't seen anything negative about Slapstocks. Again, I'm not blind to it. If there's something available, message me. We can talk about it. I'm not looking to drudge shit up, but I just dig these guys, and I like the atmosphere they create where they answer questions and they let people in the chat talk about questions. It's just great, guys. Again, big fan. So check them out if you haven't already. And again, if you don't know who Slapstocks are and you're following my channel, I'll be shocked. Next video here. This is a quick video from Baseball Fan 75, who has several videos before this where he's hitting retail stores and he can't find anything. And this one is hunting for sports card jackpot. I'm just gonna show you a few seconds. Look at that. You know what that is? Ooh, baby. Then he's breaking out the Pokemon. Okay, I'll leave it at that. But you saw that prism out there. I think those are mega boxes. I've never seen a real mega box. But boy, I understand that feeling. Just sitting there, just salivating. Hey, I love it. Anyway, congrats for finding that retail. Next video, golden age of basketball from Elite Hunter. He does a quick kind of share of some of his Jordan cards and kind of his thoughts on basketball, and does some clips earlier. And what I love earlier, he makes a great comment. He goes, you know what? I'm really happy to say that I grew up in the golden age of basketball. And he's referring to the 90s, the 80s and 90s. And I'd say that I'm one of those as well. And I do think it was golden age. I love basketball today. And it's funny, about 10 years ago, there's a lot of complaints about basketball being fixed and too many fake calls and it being a players-driven league and everything. And honestly, I don't think any of that's changed. I just think there's some more people in it who like it, but basketball is nothing to what it used to be in the 80s and 90s. It was an amazing, amazing time. And I, too, am excited to watch that. In fact, if I can make a plug, there is a series on Netflix, not Netflix, I'm sorry, I think it's on ESPN Plus now. It's called For the Love of the Game. It is like a 30 hours documentary. It is the best documentary on basketball you'll ever see. It blows away the Jordan, any other documentary. Check it out. Next up, sorry guys, going a little long here, long-winded. Hobby Talk and Pack Break from Brandon's Baseball Cards. Really enjoy this. Brandon really talks a little about the National, reminding you to get ready for it. He actually bought his VIP ticket. I didn't even know there was one, but super excited. I think it's a VIP ticket. But he talks about getting ready, getting your money set up, getting a budget ready. I think it's a great point. I can't wait. I know there were some surveys talking about, you think they'll push it out a little bit? Will it happen in August? End of July, early August? We'll see. But again, really enjoyed Brandon's pitch. And he also does a little pack break there at the end of some vintage stuff. So check it out. Next up is Brennan Ruby. Now, I followed Brennan Ruby on his cardboard calculus, and he does the Star Stock Challenge thing. And I really enjoy his content. But I really like this, too, because it does a kind of a personal collection review. And I think this is insightful to see other people's collections, what they collect, what they like, why they like it. I love that. I appreciate when people share that. That's something personal. I don't share that. So I respect people when they do that, and I want to give them a shout out. There's a lot of collectors out there doing that. So I'd like to see the collecting side of these invested-minded people as well. Last person I'll talk about real quickly is Vincent Cardauer. This is his first video of 2021. Love Cardauer. Huge fan of his channel, what he's built over the last year in educating people on soccer. Very open, great content. Talks about collecting goals for 2021, which I really enjoy, and always dropping great knowledge. He's a friendly guy in the hobby, and again, one of my sports card experts when it comes to soccer. So anyway, that's it, guys. I appreciate your time. I really appreciate your comments and subscriptions. I know, I will say this, as I mentioned before, it's going to be a no BS year from Ziggy. As I mentioned on the thumbnail, no commercials. Content's always free. No affiliates. I'm not affiliated with anybody. I'm not pitching you anybody's product. I'm going to use what I use and show you how I use it, and I'll tell you what I love and hate about it, man. And I share with those people. And if they like it, they'll improve. If they don't, they'll move on. So again, thank you guys very, very much for all your support. Have a happy new year. Continue it on. Pass on that good karma. Looking forward to a wonderful, wonderful 2021.